Okay, so in section 2.1 we talked about basic sets and the notation. So now we're moving on to 2.2, and this is subsets. Okay, so notice, right, sets is embedded into the word subsets. So basically these are just smaller sets within sets. So informally, smaller sets, right, in another, maybe within a larger set, right? So this is kind of an informal definition, but just think smaller sets, baby sets. Okay, so we have, we talked about our big set, right? Our class, our capital S, right? And we talked about the roster notation, and we had, you know, one student X1, another student X2. Again, the order doesn't matter, and we have 20 students in our class, right? So this was our set, right? But we can describe subsets, smaller sets of this set. And so again, I'm going over this informally, and then we'll go to the formal definition, because I think it's important that you understand the concept before writing all of these symbols. Okay, so what is a subset? What is a subset, right, or a smaller set of S? Well, I mean, I can say, let's see, F. I can call capital F maybe all the female students in our class. So how many female students are in our class? Well, there are 13 female students in our class, right? So I can write X1, X2, X3, right? You can list all the way up to X13. And again, I can, list all the female students. So on my roster, the first one is Sarah Anton. So I can write, Sarah, and then the next person is Gabrielle, right, and so forth. But using a variable is just, again, a lot shorter to write. So that's a subset. Well, we also know if there's, we have 20 students, how about male students? How many male students do we have? Well, that's going to be probably the last 7. So again, X14, right, X15, all the way to X20. And again, if I wanted to, I can go ahead and write. So my first male student is Caleb. Then down the list is David Bradford, and then Christian, and so forth, right? I can go all the way. And again, these are finite sets, meaning that, I mean, they don't go on forever. I have 13 elements, members that are elements, right, of this set. So subsets, right, these guys live in S. These women still live in S. And again, there's a lot of different types of subsets. I can say, I don't know, let's see, what is a good one? How about the set of students, I'll just call it A, with the first letter of their name starting with, I don't know, C. Well, let's just say maybe the last name. Their last name starts with a C. So the last name starts with a C. I'm looking at Cook, right? Jennifer, Coover, Danielle, and that is about it, actually. So I can close this, right? So there's 2 elements in that set. And this is, right, these are all subsets of S. And one of the notation, well, let me actually hold off on the notation. Again, these are all subsets of S. F, M, we can even say, I think it was Christian, who was a quadruplet. So I don't know, let's call it set B, for example. And B was, he's the only quadruplet in the class. So Christian is the only element, right? The member in the class who's a quadruplet. And again, it's a set containing only one, right? Only one element, but it's still a subset, right? It's a smaller set of S. And how about, let's see, let's do another one just for fun. How about, oh, I don't know, let's just call it capital T. So how many students in our class are sextuplets? Well, I don't think anyone is. I don't, well, unless you are, maybe you didn't mention it, but there are no students in our class who were sextuplets. So that is actually the empty set. Okay, I don't write anything in here because there is no student who is a sextuplet. And again, remember you can write the empty set as a 0 with a slash. And again, this means empty set. It doesn't mean the number 0. And well, actually, let me note, right? The empty set is a subset, right? Notice it's still a subset of the set S, and that's actually by definition. Okay, so this is the first clip. Hopefully subsets, smaller sets within sets make a little bit of sense. Okay, I will stop here.